Well, I actually met John when he was born. His father and I went to college together, and then we also, after college, we actually went to high school together, then college, and we stayed as good friends, right through his time in dental school, my time in law school. John's father approached me shortly after the children were born. He told me that John's wife had had sextuplets, that they had another set of twins, and that he was not. Tommy Goslin, Dr. Goslin, was not in good health, and he said that he was concerned about John if it got into a complex legal matter. He wasn't really talking about domestic materials or domestic issues. He was just concerned that somebody that he could count on would be there to help John if he needed it. And I said, Tommy, I'd be happy to do whatever I could, and 3 days later he died.
John claims you filed papers for primary physical custody when that is not what he wanted. He says he wanted flexible custody.
Well, I don't know what flexible custody is. I mean, I know what the word flexible means, but there's either, primary or exclusive custody, or there's shared legal custody. There's a lot of different legal terms for it. What John had told me, and I do not want to get into anything, let me make this clear, that in any way violates the attorney-client privilege, because he certainly has a right to that, and I believe very strongly in that. But he explained to me, and I'm not going to say what he said, but he explained to me what he wanted, what he was looking for, what his concerns were, and asked me to proceed accordingly with the courts. And I did just that within the first couple of days after we had met.
When was the last time you spoke to John?
I spoke to him about 3 or 4 days ago. He called and asked what I was doing in the case, and I explained to him that I was waiting for him to notify me as to who my replacement was, so that I could tell the judge in Berks County. I had asked the day that John contacted me, saying that he was replacing me, I'd asked the judge to relieve me of further responsibilities, and the judge said he would do that as soon as John selected a substitute attorney. As far as I know, he still hasn't done that, I would like to not be responsible for the case, but as I see it today, I am still responsible. I'm still counsel of record, and whether John wants me in or out, until that issue is resolved, I've got to stay in. I wish him and Kate well. I hope that everything turns out the way it should. But I'm particularly hopeful, and will pray for the 8 children that they had together, because they're the most important people in this whole equation. So I would wish him well, and I wish Kate well. And certainly the kids. That's my message for whatever it's worth.